Postgame, West Hartford. Final score of the NCAA tournament, second round game. St. Joseph Blue Jays defeat the Williams College East by a score of 75-54. From left to right, head coach Kevin App, Spencer Spivey, David Elliott Jr., and Ryan Moon. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach, and we'll open up the floor after that.
Yeah, I guess my first statement is just congratulations to St. Joe's. I told Coach Miller before the game, we were here in 2019, 2020, and it's just, to start a team you can do in basketball, but for them to build a winning program, obviously a phenomenal facility, with support and with following, it's really impressive. So, hats off to them. It was a phenomenal hosted weekend, high-level professionalism. So, again, congrats to them, and we'll be pulling for them next weekend. As far as the game, I thought it had some really good stretches. I thought early in the game, we had some open looks, and if a few of them had dropped, I think we would have settled into the half a little bit better. And then, unfortunately, we, had some moments. They do a phenomenal job of ramping up the pressure at times, and some turnovers, some easy buckets, some sending them to the free throw line. But it was a great, I think, learning opportunity for our younger guys. You make that run to start the second half, cut it to 8, have a couple open looks to cut it to 5, and you're, kind of thinking in the back of your mind, if we had just made some free throws in the first half to weather that storm, what might the score be now? But again, a team in St. Joe's that's been through everything, that's faced some disappointment the last 2 times they were in the tournament. So they earned the victory, and you can tell why they're good. Or at times we would be sped up and get into it too fast. At times we'd get into it too slow. It would just take too long. So that's in the second half. We tried to just get into some quick stuff, play downhill, and play more conceptually. And I thought we did a pretty good job with it at times. And then, then it wears you out. I think especially being down a couple guards, you see us handling it early, and then those fatigue moments set in at times, and they seem to pounce every time that happens. So, it disrupts your flow if you let it, and thought we did well sometimes, and other times let it disrupt us. That's part of how they, kind of speed you up is through, physical, good on-ball defense, and I thought that was maybe why, as we settled into it in the first half, maybe we missed some open looks where we were a little sped up or thinking, we had to rush the shot. But, all in all, I thought it was more just, the turnovers that hurt more than anything. We'll find out. I think, I'm really proud of our group. You get to the end of any season and you look back, and we haven't had a really fluid year in terms of injuries and rotations. And, last year I remember losing in Sweet 16 thinking we were turning 8 of our top 9, and then, we start the year with 2 of them injured and one of them never coming back from injury. So you never know, but I think, what you saw, and I told the team this, a lot of programs would have hung their head when their, senior leading scorer went out last week, knowing we're not going to have him, and for, guys to step up and get an NCAA tournament win last night was huge. So, everybody comes to our program hoping to play in these great environments, these meaningful games. So the more experience you can get them when they're underclassmen, you hope that pays off as they kind of grow through the program.
Zoink is a word we made up, actually. For it is what it is. The future is up next, all you can do is take a step forward. And so we kind of have mentalities like that as a team that are just, I do think we have a bright future. We have guys that are really upset at this loss, and I just love the three of you, four of us. I love the whole 17, and we're coming back hard. Can't wait.
Coach, when you say halftime, you guys stormed out of the ring, but the 80 minutes two times was match they go all the way up to the top, but all the way to the end.
Yeah, I've gotten that question a few times this year, and I wish I could take the credit. I think my first word was sorry and I'll run for the technical I got at the end of the first half. But no, it's this time of year, these guys, with these three leaders, with our veterans that have played a lot, usually by the time I enter the locker room, they've said most of what I want to say. That's why everybody gives me kind of flack for the team coming out with 8 or 7 minutes left on the clock still, because I don't have a whole lot of new stuff to say. We just kind of talked about settling down, keeping those poise in those moments, and then again, getting into quicker actions in the offense and not worrying about running stuff so much, just getting the concepts, keeping the ball moving. So, and then they came out and did it, and I was super proud of. I told them that too. I mean, a lot of teams would have hung their head and potentially just packed it up at halftime, thinking it wasn't their night. But they gave us a chance, and again, ran out of gas a little bit, and you fight that hard. That's why leads are tough. You fight that hard to cut the lead, and you've given so much. Now when they make their push, you don't have quite enough left to stop it. But I wish I could take the credit. But these guys are smart and good players, and usually take the ownership on themselves to come out and adjust. I mean, going into the game with, with our kind of rotation we had a week ago already shortened, and figuring out what adjustments we want to make on that. And then foul trouble plays another role, and you got to adjust on the fly a little bit. So, I mean, a lot of our offense runs through him. He's kind of a point forward, can kind of create a lot of space with his shooting. So, not having him out there without Cole being fully healthy, Spencer being out, it kind of took three of our kind of playmaker, veteran guys off the court. But that's just part of it. That's the stuff that you got to kind of adjust on the fly. And I thought, we played some lineups tonight we hadn't played all year, and the guys figured it out for the most part. But anything else? So again, I just wanted to say I brought these guys up here because it's just to thank them, really. I mean, they're we would not be here without our senior leaders, and so it's my way of thanking them. And they've all had different roles, but it's a blessing as a coach to be around these type of young men. And I just told Coach Miller that too. I know they have a lot of seniors, so those are the guys you're pulling for in these single elimination tournaments. So I'm absolutely heartbroken that I'm done coaching these three, and but super proud of them, and just wanted to bring them here to thank them for what they've done over their careers. Some of them took time off. David only got to do this college basketball thing 3 years. So I just wanted to make sure I said thanks to them publicly, and we would not be here without them.
I mean, it definitely means a lot. I'm from North Carolina, so I really didn't know much about NESCAC schools until probably my junior, senior year of high school. And when I came up to Williams, I really meshed well with a group of guys, and then kind of learned about the culture and history. Means a lot to me. I'm glad that I had some part in it, and I'm really, really confident in this group moving forward. A lot of young talent, a lot of guys that are hungry, so I know they're going to be back in this tournament making a run. It's only a matter of time.
A blessing. I mean, we have such an amazing program out here. I feel like for me, at least, the thing I'll take away the most is all the connections I've made. I mean, guys on the team now, guys on teams before this year, like best friends for life and they're people that I know I can count on moving forward. And a lot of people say when you come to Williams, it's a 40-year plan, not a 4-year plan. So I'm really excited for my future and these guys and everybody else in the locker room. So yeah, it's a blessing, really.
And we'll be crushing men's leagues next year in New York. So
That's right.
These guys got bright futures. I'm a lucky coach, and I said they're unlucky. They just get to be my friend from now on. So I think I'm a better friend than a coach, so they might be happy. So, but again, thank you to everybody at St. Joe's. It was a great weekend, and good luck moving forward.